catcher number 14, Norelli Rocha. The next batter for Des Moines North, third baseman number 12, Aubrey Morris.
Like I was just talking about. I told Ross he needs to get. I was like, I know, I think he's planning on it.
Every pitch there, Bobcats, every pitch.
The next batter for the Bobcats, shortstop number 6, Reagan Ford.
I had no idea we weren't.
The next batter for the Bobcats, third baseman number 31, Emma Stuck. The next batter for the Bobcats, catcher number 23, Kinsley Bowie. The next batter for Marshalltown, second baseman number 24, Claire Bohan. Number 1, Gianna Bowney. The next batter for Marshalltown, number 26, Bella Avis. Bobcats, number 6, Reagan Ford. The next batter for the Bobcats, number 31, Emma Stuck.
Turn.
The next batter for the Bobcats, number 23, Kinsley Bowie.
your perch.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not. I got a face for radio, so I don't want to be on TV.
Hey, turn it if you can. Otherwise, getting it out. Good play there, White. Good play. Go, Cars. Go get it. Challenger, challenger.
The next batter for Des Moines North, number 21, Natalia Marquez. The next batter for the Bobcats, number 25, Kristen Hayes. The next batter for Marshalltown, number 3, Ava Augustine. The next batter for the Bobcats, number 18, Holly Stolzman. The next batter for Marshalltown, number 1, Gianna Bowden. The next batter for the Bobcats, number 26, Bella Avis. The next batter for Marshalltown, number 6, Reagan Ford. The next batter for Marshalltown, number 31, Emma Stupp. The next batter for the Bobcats, number 23, Kinsley Bowie. batter for Marshalltown, number 24, Claire Bohan. The next batter for the Bobcats, number 25, Kristen Hayes.
That's two of the year, and both tonight.
next batter for Des Moines North, number 14, Norelli Rocha.
Dugout, stay focused. Stay quiet on that. Way to move, back up. Good job, ladies.
Come on, Cars, let's go. Let it work.
The next batter for Des Moines North, number 15, Natalie Morris. The next batter for Des Moines North, number 32, Marissa Robinson.
change roll of film.
Thank God. I don't miss those days at all.
I hear you.
Maybe a little bit of like the color quality, but only if you really nail it.
The following is a presentation of Bobcat Athletics.
Welcome to Marshalltown High School. I'm Brandon Lewis, still in dose alongside me. It is senior night for the Marshalltown Bobcat ladies as the Bobcats will take on the North Polar Bears coming up in just a matter of moments. A final in game number one. It was a 15-3 victory, a 10-run first inning. Emma Stupp had a triple in that inning, and so that was a really nice start to the night as the Bobcats were able to get the victory. We're going to step aside and we'll listen in as it is senior night as they honor the seniors for Marshalltown Bobcats softball.
It is with great pleasure that we bring to you our senior night program in honor of our senior students and their parents. Number 3, Ava Augustine. Ava is the daughter of John Pitt. Ava has participated in softball, track, volleyball, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, Silver Cord, MVP, Drug Prevention Group, and Student Senate. Ava plans attending DMAC in the fall before transferring to Iowa State University to study elementary education. Ladies and gentlemen, Ava Augustine. Number 6, Reagan Ford. Reagan is escorted this evening by Rick and Shirley Ford. Throughout her 4 years at MHS, Reagan has participated in Health Career Club, Student Council, Interact Club, Botany Club, band, choir, show choir, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, cheer, track, tennis, and softball. In the fall, Reagan plans to attend Iowa State Universities to study business. Ladies and gentlemen, Reagan Ford. Number 18, Holly Stolzman. Holly is the daughter of Rob and Laura Stolzman. Holly has participated in softball and student senate throughout her time at MHS. Holly plans on attending Marshalltown Community College this fall to study education and continue her softball career before attending Iowa State University to complete her degree in education. Ladies and gentlemen, Holly Stolzman. Number 25, Kristen Hayes. Kristen is the daughter of Corey and Catherine Hayes. Kristen has been active in band, track, softball, and Interact Club while attending Marshalltown High School. Her future plans include attending MCC for 1 year before transferring to a university to pursue a career in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Hayes.
Definitely a nice moment there as the Marshalltown Bobcats seniors, all four of them for the softball squad, honored before game number 2 tonight. We'll step aside as we'll get you ready to go for the matchup tonight. Polar Bears and the Bobcats from Marshalltown High School on KFJB-TV.
Equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. Home equity loans are as low as 5.74% for a 5-year fixed-rate loan. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com. Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to Marshalltown.org.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
Welcome back to Bobcats softball here on KFJB-TV. Throughout the night, we'll get you scoreboard updates, all brought to you by Central State Bank, as we'll keep an eye on everything going on around the Iowa Alliance tonight, Dylan.
Yeah, we've got games with Ottumwa going out to playing Burlington. Again, Ottumwa sitting at 17-13, playing a very good Burlington squad over there on the river. We have Waterloo East is traveling to the always good Fort Dodge, and then again, Des Moines North here in Marshalltown. And beyond that, that is going to wrap it up from what I see here in the Iowa Alliance.
All right, we'll get you those scoreboards throughout the night and updates from Jeff Brooks and Jesse DeMeyer back at the KFJB studios. Starting lineups, we'll get you those when we come back. This is Bobcats softball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
The difference of Lily Mae chocolates, homemade, hand-dipped confections using only the highest quality chocolates and ingredients. It's the personal touch, made fresh in small batches daily. Enjoy creamy caramels that melt in your mouth. All a family tradition since 1939. Make gift-giving easy. Lily Mae chocolates for the holidays or any day. A taste experience that won't be found anywhere else.
It's just so good.
Don't let concerns about current events derail your long-term financial strategy. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you to understand today's financial landscape and how to be positioned for the long term. Edward Jones can give you the tools for a reasoned, disciplined approach to investing. Call Zach Wall at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or online at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Capon & Brown helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Capon & Brown to hear more about how they can help you feel healthier and happier in your home. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call them today at 641-753-3563 or visit them online at caponandbrowninc.com. Your local premier Lennox dealer, where quality has been a promise for 48 years.
Like to work with your hands? Enjoy the satisfaction of building something that lasts and knowing you played a part in it. If so, Marshalltown Community College's construction program might be just right for you. This hands-on program is great training for a real-world job. Call or stop in to Marshalltown Community College to learn more. Fall term classes start August 28th.
Now time for tonight's starting lineups, which brought to you by Lily Mae Chocolates in Marshalltown, featuring 12 varieties of hand-scooped ice cream, including strawberry cheesecake, sea turtle, and peanut butter cup. Grab a scoop today at Lily Mae Chocolates in Marshalltown. Now here's a scoop on the Polar Bears starting lineup for tonight, as they will send to the plate against Emma Stepp. As leading things off, it will be Amora McDonald, Norelli Rocha, Natalia Marquez, Aubrey Morris, Natalie Morris, Josie Vandermark, Alanis Cruz, Marissa Robinson, Adriana Valdez, 1 through 9 for the Des Moines Polar Bears, which are all led here this season. Appreciate Jessica Helton for getting our lineups here tonight. We are ready to get going here tonight, and the first pitch is in there, and it looks like it's going to be a ball low. We did have Coach say that the DP tonight was going to be Emma Stepp. She also was going to be the starting pitcher tonight, but I believe that we have had a last-second adjustment. Hannah Osgood, an 8th grader, is going to be the starting pitcher tonight for the Marshalltown Bobcats as we get underway. So Osgood will be the one to deliver home, and the pitch is going to be upstairs, and it is quickly 3-0.
Yeah, North is a team that has struggled to score this year. This was their first in game one was the first time they had scored multiple runs in a game this year. So it's a great opportunity for Hannah Osgood to build some confidence from that 8th grade level. And really the person on the field that can give you any trouble in the North lineup is McDonald, who she's hitting over about 400 this year with very little production anywhere else in the lineup, sans the 2-hole hitter in Norelli Rocha.
So the leadoff batter is aboard, and McDonald, she stands on first base. Why are you trying to whisper to me right now?
Trying to find. We have very limited space up here, and I am trying to get my scorecard on here. I know what you're thinking out there. You're thinking this KFJB-TV money that the press box here at the softball field is expansive and plush. It's neither of those things.
Pop up to shortstop, check back to first base, and not in time. So Rocha does pop out to shortstop, but the throw back at first. Not in time. That'll be an E6 as the throw was offline, advancing the runner McDonald to second. Adapter died, Dylan. That's all I have to say about that. You covered up all my stuff, so don't get mad at me.
Folks, we're going to put in the comments a picture of said thing, and you can tell me what you think. There we go. It's coming on here.
All right. No one tuned in for Dylan's complaints tonight. That is not a sponsored segment of the show. Here's a chopper right back to Osgood. Played over. It is a 1-3 ground out by Marquez in 2 away. Here in the first inning, this will bring up Aubrey Morris.
You meant that as a dig. I'm hearing a sponsorship opportunity. So out there, if you would like to sponsor Dylan's Rants, please call Todd Steinkamp at the Trending Media offices.
Aubrey Morris will step in hitless this season as she'll take a first pitch ball from Osgood. It is 1-0. So Osgood, an 8th grader, getting the start tonight for the Bobcats. Not her first appearance. This will be her 3rd start of the season. She has an 0-2 record. And it looks to be just a bit upstairs, 2-0 quickly to Aubrey Morris.
And really what you're looking at here is force North to be able to put it into play. The only issue the Bobcats had is that leadoff walk.
Osgood gets a pop-up on the right side of the diamond, and it's caught by Kuzaro at second base for the out. So Hannah Osgood with a 14 ERA coming into this one. It gets the 3rd out of the inning as the Polar Bears do leave one aboard. It is 0-0 after the top half of the first inning. This is Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV.
Furniture and Mattress has your mattress. Every firmness, comfort, and support level, each at a great price. Make the investment today for a good night's sleep for years to come. McGregor's also has quality furniture for every room in your home. Beautiful, comfortable sofas, recliners, dinette sets, and office furniture to help you work and relax in comfort and style. McGregor's Furniture is proud to bring you quality furniture and great service, and they are proud to support Bobcat Athletics. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, open 7 days a week.
Whole thing. I just need.
Anything else you'd like to ruin tonight?
I don't know.
Your mic privileges are just about revoked.
Well, my table privileges were revoked earlier, so it's par for the course.
Now let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Again, all brought to you by Lily Mae Chocolates in Marshalltown. Gianna Bowney, Ava Kuzaro, Reagan Ford, the senior, will bat in the 3-hole tonight. Emma Stepp, followed by McKenna Coleman, Kristen Hayes, Ava Augustine, as well as Kaylin Coleman and Holly Stoltzman. A little bit of a different lineup tonight for the Bobcats. Of course, some ladies off at a volleyball camp, as well as I know Kate Sandvik is doing some other softball things as well out in the state of Colorado. So Bobcats, a little different lineup here tonight, but that did not hamper their output offensively. 15 runs in game number 1. They got a 12-run victory in game number 1 in 3 innings of action. So we'll see Gianna Bowney, who I think she went 3 of 3 in game number 1. See if she can continue her hot play. Very aggressive on the base paths. Her and Stoltzman got tied up on the base paths because, Gianna was saying, let's get it going here. It was an interesting situation, but she is super aggressive out there, whether it's defensively or offensively.
Yeah, she's kind of the spark plug at that top of the lineup. Is she can hit it with a little bit of power, but out of that left box, she's already down the line when she puts it into play, and she can easily turn anything on the right side of the infield into an infield base hit.
377 batter at the top of the lineup for the Bobcats so far this season on the base pass. 18 stolen bags coming into this one. Norelli Rocha fields one right back to her, and Rocha over to first base to Robinson in time. Gianna Bowney is retired on the 1-3 ground out. One away here in the bottom of the first inning. Production of tonight's game, all brought to you by the Home Rental Center and Sales Company. Need it? Rent it. Home Rental Center and Sales Company in Marshalltown. So one away here in the bottom of the first inning. A pop-up behind home plate. This will work its way out of play. It is 0-1 to Ava Kuzaro, who steps in against Rocha. Kuzaro getting a little bit more playing time as the season has gone along. I thought she's played pretty well out there, especially on the right side of the infield dirt.
Yeah, she's definitely added a lot of stability over there, fielding her position well. And here in the 2-hole, seeing if she can get something started on the offensive end, though Norella Rocha has made 3 really good pitches to start off this game.
273 batting average for Kuzaro on the season. She's at the plate with a 2-1 count, bottom of the first inning. Bobcats looking to get a hot start like they did in game number 1 when they scored 10 runs in the first inning. Pop up out of play, and it brings the count to now 2-2.
And there was a North sub out there that was very startled by the landing of that softball. It landed about 8 feet in front of her.
I think she thought she was going to get a piece of that one. 3-2. Rocha is downstairs and low with it to Ava Kuzaro. And she'll eye upstairs. She'll take a ball and work a walk.
Looking at Reagan Ford coming up, and then just the power hitter Emma Stupp, who has really found her groove late in the season, is on deck. Bobcats a big walk for Kuzaro to get that middle of the lineup up.
Kuzaro, couple stolen bags on the season. Bunch shown. Kuzaro takes off, and she'll get her 3rd stolen bag of the season.
Yeah, North was late covering second. It was a good throw by McDonald. It just was to the land of no one, as no one was covering second by that time.
Oh, Reagan Ford, one of 4 seniors on the squad. She'll stand home and eye a strike on the inner half. Rocha with a good pitch right there. Brings it to a 1-1 count.
And North has struggled, but Rocha has been their most solid pitcher.
Pitch just upstairs. It's 2-1. The catcher in McDonald thought that might have been a strike in there, but do not get the call. A sophomore in Norelli Rocha. Her 12th start of the season. She'll get a chopper underneath the glove of the shortstop in Marquez. That'll move the runner and Kuzaro over to third. Runners at first and third. But Rocha, a 1-10 record so far in 32 innings pitched with a 12.47 ERA. It's been pretty much her or Marissa Robinson, the freshman who pitched in game number 1 tonight.
Yeah, there's not a lot in the cupboard doing that so far, but the Bobcats now have runners on the corner.
Emma Stupp is at the plate as she takes low, ball 1.
And when Emma Stupp is up, the people at Bobcat Estates worry about their windows.
That is for sure.
She loves to pull the inside pitch.
And she'll take 2-0.
One thing I noticed about Emma, even as an 8th grader, she gets into the box, especially as she's had success later in the year, and she just is looking for her pitch. She is not rushing or bailing out on things. She wants a pitch she can drive, and she'll wait for it.
.352 hitter on the season. 4 home runs for Emma Stupp. That batting average down in the 100s earlier this season, and she'll work a walk. 4 straight balls. I don't think Rocha wanted anything to do with her. Rocha, her 2nd walk issued of the inning, so the bases are now loaded here in the bottom of the first inning. McKenna Coleman, the catcher tonight, will get the go here in the 5-hole as she will catch in game number 2 as Kinsley Bowie caught in game number 1, and the Bobcats will take a lead. Kuzaro on a pass ball will go home and score to get things underway. Bobcats up 1-0 here at the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, just off the glove and in scores the Bobcats. Everyone moves forward.
With 1 away, yeah, McKenna Coleman took the ball right there on the pass ball. Emma Stupp is at second base. At third is Reagan Ford. And another pitch will, I believe that one missed again, so it should be 2-0. I think everybody was a little confused on that one as Scope Ford just got it up there. There's a strike on the outer half to McKenna Coleman from Rocha. Rocha being caught by McDonald. It is Morris at third. Marquez is at short. Morris is at second. Robinson is at first. And on the foul tip ball, a strike right there to the batter. Vandermark is in left. Cruz is in center. Valdez is in right field. McKenna Coleman at the plate with a 2-2 count. Dylan, you were going to say?
Yeah, Maura McDonald is shaking it off a little bit. She got that foul ball right back in the mask.
Ball underneath the glove of McDonald. Runner at third will hold. Reagan Ford decides not to come home, and it's now full count 3-2.
Yeah, it looked like Reagan picked that up late once it had hit the fence and just didn't like her chances.
Jason Bowers, head coach for the Bobcats, looks on for the third base coaching box, and the bases are loaded as he does the third walk of the inning for Rocha.
This is when you think of Rocha and you look at North struggling to score this year and struggling in the field, it's all that pressure on the pitcher of trying to be perfect,
Not wanting to mess up.
Not messing up, and wanting to see if you can get strikeouts on your own. And right now, she's just overworking it, not being able to find the strike zone, and it's a bit of the walk carousel here in the first inning.
Emelina Cruz will be into courtesy run for McKenna Coleman, the catcher.
That's just high. That strike zone has been consistent. What I was going to mention earlier is basically anything letters and up is not going to be called a strike.
Here's a well-hit ball down the left field line as it sneaks into left field. Vandermark plays it in. A run is in. It's an RBI single by Kristen Hayes.
It's a big hit, nice hit for Kristen, who does not usually get a hit in this part of the order. Nice job for the first baseman being able to get in a RBI single.
Yeah, that scores Reagan Ford, making it 2-0 Bobcats in the bottom of the first inning. Abel Augustine will step in, senior left fielder at the plate with the bases still loaded. First pitch strike was in there. She'll eye and just a touch high. 1-1 is the count to Abel Augustine, the senior, 1 of 4 honored before the game. We hope you enjoyed kind of taking a little bit of a look in there as Bobcats, nice core of upperclassmen, and then, boy,
eighth graders. They're not even high schoolers.
Yes.
Looking out there, starting pitcher, an 8th grader. Emma Stupp leading the team in home runs, 8th grader. You've got, you talk about Kinsley Bowie's been behind the dish most of the year. She's the Sage veteran as a freshman.
Yeah.
You are going to know these names by the end of their time as a Bobcat.
Rocha delivers on the 3-1. It's fouled out of play. It's now a full count 3-2 to Ava Augustine. That's for sure. It's, bright future, but, kind of, new leadership this year at the helm and head coach behind Jason Bowers. I mean, it'll take some time, but you can already see the improvement. I mean, with now 8 wins on the season as Ava Augustine gets an RBI. She works a walk. It is the fourth walk of the inning. An RBI by Ava Augustine brings in Emma Stupp.
Yeah, we were looking at some of the stats before the game. If they win here in the end of the nightcap, that's 9 wins on the year, most since the 16-17 season. And if they're able to get any wins against Waterloo East on Thursday, that will be the most wins in a decade when that 2012-2013 team went 19-18.
It's always easy to nitpick and say, well, the team isn't doing this right now or the team isn't doing that, but you got to put into retrospect that with 4 seniors and a plethora of underclassmen, as the ball will get to shortstop, it is off the glove of the shortstop in Marquez. Bobcats will come home, try to score. The tag is there. It'll be a force out anyway. I think that's how the out was recorded as Emelina Cruz is forced out at home plate for out number 2 of the inning. Bases will stay loaded as Kaylin Coleman gets aboard on the fielder's choice right there on that chopper to shortstop. So Bobcats with the bases loaded. Nobody comes in. It's still 3-0. And due up now, Holly Stoltzman, right fielder. I know she signed at the end of the school year to go play at Marshalltown Community College. Slow roller up the middle is going to drive in 2 runs. 2 RBIs for the senior on senior night. Holly Stoltzman, an RBI, 2 of them, and a single.
Yeah, that just was it's a death by 1,000 paper cuts here in the first inning. The Bobcats have not hit the ball hard, but between walks and seeing eye singles, Bobcats are up 5-0.
Galen Coleman all the way to third on that base knock, and now Gianna Bounty lifts one to deep center field on the warning track. That will drive in. 1 run. Stolzman is over to third. Gianna Bounty is coming, and she's going to have to hold up. She was not looking around there to see that Stolzman had pulled up at third base, but Galen Coleman comes in to score from third base, and the Bobcats now extend their lead 6-0.
Gianna Bounty's a little bit like a running back hiding behind that tight end, running on the looking to get around the corner, but Coach Bowers held up Stolzman at third.
Hard, hot shot down the third base line. Stolzman comes in to score. So does Bounty. Over to second base. 2 RBIs for Ava Kuzaro. And the Cats extend their lead 8-0, just like they did in game number 1, getting off to a quick start.
Yeah, so right when I said it's a death by 1,000 paper cuts of singles and walks, the Bobcats just rip off 2 big doubles, just mashing the softball. And now as we've gone through the order again, Bobcats are looking to put this one away early as they did in game 1.
Reagan Ford, the senior, digs in for the second time this inning, reached by the way of an E6. As Norelli Rocha gets ready to fire home, and it's upstairs to the backstop. Kuzaro advances to third.
Yeah, it's third pass ball for North so far. And it's really when you're struggling on the year. You look to the dugout as you're struggling, but there's not a whole lot of answers over there.
Slow roller right back up the middle. They're not going to get to this one. Kuzaro scores from third and aboard. It'll be Reagan Ford, a base knock. We'll give that to her. Slow roller. Nobody was able to get to it in time, and I don't think even if there was a throw, they were going to get Reagan Ford in time. So it drives in Ava Kuzaro, making it 9-0 Cats first inning.
Yeah, it was off Norelli Rocha's glove and nothing doing, and Bobcats are going to try to take second. And
oh boy, hard hit right there as Morris, second baseman, taken out as Reagan Ford advances to second base. The throw was late from McDonald to catcher, but they tried to apply the tag right there. So
if she would have been able to hold on to it, McDonald put it right on the bag. Ford would have been out.
Tough one right there. And Emma Stepp's going to lift one. Foul territory down the left field line, out of play, and a strike. 1-1 count to Emma Stepp. She walked and scored a run this inning.
You think she's asked for an easement on the Bobcat Estate properties? Because, again, foul ball over there.
I think they're just advocating for a taller fence down that left field side.
It's like the new MLB nets that
they
run
want
down.
the big net. Yeah. It's the whole left side of the infield and outfield. Runner at second base. Stepp. Ooh, she drills one past the hot corner at third. Misplayed by Vandermark, and it drives in the runner from second, Reagan Ford. Emma with a double. Boy, how do you even play that one down the third base line if you're Morris? That's just... Who wants to get in front of that?
No.
We'll line you up down there and see what happens.
You know, I played third base back in the day. If I was 25, I'd say I could get in front of it. At 41, I'd be less likely to want to do that. The bruises last longer at 41.
I mean, you're already reluctant to get up here on this scaffolding. Yeah.
I'm like a cat up on this scaffolding, I'll tell you.
Emma McKenna Coleman is hit by the pitch, and she'll get aboard here in the first inning. And there's runners at first and second. Steps at second. McKenna Coleman. Stepsister, her brother, Xander Stepp, won the player of the game last week.
Yeah,
they have 3 pizzas waiting at home, I was told. They are still waiting. They've been so busy, they've been waiting for a date to get to Calvin Rocket to get their pizzas. So
maybe we can go the day that they go and sit at a table next to them and see if we can get any leftovers.
Hey, we were influential.
That's right.
That's kind of a payola scheme.
It really is.
Yeah.
Though,
who cares? The FCC's not listening.
No, that's...
Pitch is upstairs. Runner still at first and second as McDonald makes the catch behind home plate. It's 3-0.
Yeah, Bobcats again with a 10 spot in the first.
Kristen Hayes at the plate, and it's upstairs. She'll get walked. And another walk this inning by Norelli Rocha. And unfortunately for the Polar Bears, I know they are really thin on that bench over there right now.
Yep.
As it's kind of a ride or die, I guess, situation right now for Norelli Rocha, the pitcher.
Yeah, that's the way we're doing it up in the KFJB broadcasting area. You're my ride or die, and out there, that's North's ride or die.
Boy, Bobcats have scored 7 runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Ava Augustine, the senior at the plate, takes upstairs, ball 1. A walk, RBI, bases were loaded. Very similar situation for herself. I think she drove in Stuppen the last time as well. Augustine lifts one to left field, and it's read well by Vandermark. She'll make the catch for out number 3 of the inning. A fly out to left field ends it by Ava Augustine, but the Bobcats push 10 runs across the plate in the bottom of the first inning. This is Bobcats softball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Well, Osgood back out to pitch her second inning of action. We'll see how she does coming up. Bobcats pushed across 10 in the bottom of the first inning. This is Bobcat softball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Furniture and Mattress has your mattress. Every firmness, comfort, and support level, each at a great price. Make the investment today for a good night's sleep for years to come. McGregor's also has quality furniture for every room in your home. Beautiful, comfortable sofas, recliners, dinette sets, and office furniture to help you work and relax in comfort and style. McGregor's Furniture is proud to bring you quality furniture and great service, and they are proud to support Bobcat Athletics. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, open 7 days a week.
Today's game is brought to you by Pence Appliance and TV. For sales and service of everything appliance, come see the Pence team. Wells Fargo Advisors, Marshalltown. Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction. The Embers, independent living for active seniors. Marshalltown, a worldwide leader in tool manufacturing.
Welcome back to Marshalltown High School. I'm Brandon Lewis, Dylan Dose alongside me. Bobcats up 10-0 early on. We are at the top of the second inning. Osgood back out on the mound. Hannah Osgood pitched a nice first inning as an 8th grader. Fly out, ground out, fly out to end the inning after giving up a leadoff walk to start off the top of the first inning. Osgood comes set, works her way home with it on the 2-0. It is going to be in there for a strike. 2-1 to Natalie Morris, the second baseman for the North Polar Bears.
Yeah, Hannah did a really nice job after the initial batter of just throwing strikes. When you're up 10-0, the cliche is true. Just don't walk anybody. Just keep it rolling.
Yeah, that is for sure. Bobcats worked 4 walks themselves offensively there in the bottom of the 5th inning. They did leave 3 stranded at the end of the inning. Here's a chopper right back up the middle. This will get through, and it's the first hit of the night for the Polar Bears in game number 2, as Natalie Morris will get aboard by the way of a hit. Do want to mention in game number 1, as the Bobcats won that one 15-3, the final. In that one, Carson Price earned the victory, as that will be her 5th victory of the season as a sophomore. I thought she pitched really well. She came into the night with a 6.56 ERA and 41 strikeouts and improved on that in game 1. It's really been nice to see. Bobcats have been able to work in a few more pitchers. You know, over the last couple of years watching them, they've relied on maybe 1, 2, 3 pitchers at the max. And this year there have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 pitchers that have got action this year, which is nice to see.
It really is. And talking to Coach Bowers, he he really likes where the team is at currently, but he says once they can really figure out the pitching, he really believes this can be a team that'll compete for the Iowa Alliance Conference Championships by the time a lot of these 8th and 9th graders are done with with their careers. Again,
he
Coach
loves
Bowers,
the team, but not a big fan of the coach.
I love the broadcast except for the broadcaster, so I get it.
Swinging upstairs is Josie Vandermark, and she is down on strikeouts. That is the first strikeout of the night for Hannah Osgood, 1 away.
Hannah went off speed there and had Vandermark all up in front, all on her front foot, and just pulled the trigger way too soon.
Alanis Cruz will dig in for the first time tonight. The center fielder takes a pitch for a strike from Hannah Osgood, the 8th grader. 0-1.
Our producer, Zach Tomish, is enjoying some of the 90 boy band ballads that the softball dugout is singing throughout the game.
Pitch is fouled off. It's quickly 0-2 to Cruz. Osgood loads up. Here's a little check swing out there. Kuzaro tags the runner, and over to first. It's a double play to get out of the inning. What a great play right there. Natalie Morris is tagged out, and Alanis Cruz grounds out into a 4-3 ground out for out number 3. So it's an unusual 1-2-3 inning, but the Bobcats make it good. We enter the bottom of the second inning, 10-0 Cats on top of the North Polar Bears right here on KFJB and KFJB-TV.
City within a city not far from here. The city includes a beautiful apartment building with indoor parking, a chapel, a movie theater, a swimming pool, exercise and recreational facilities, putting greens, and more. The city isn't really a city, but it is a wonderful place to live. Make friends and live your best life. It's the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The Embers provides security, independence, and companionship. Beautiful grounds outside and lovely studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartments inside. See it for yourself. The Embers in Marshalltown.
Bobcats struck for 10 in the bottom of the first inning. We'll see what they can do in the second. Coming to bat, it'll be the 8-9-1 batters. Coleman, Stolzman, Bounty. This is Bobcat Softball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
Up on your Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard, it's Bobcats 10, Polar Bears nothing. Let's take a look at the regional scoreboard, all brought to you by Central State Bank.
We'll go super regional and go right behind us on the west side of the softball complex. The Bobcat boys won in Game 1 over Des Moines North. I believe that score was 6-1. And then Waterloo East falls in Game 1 to Fort Dodge 10-0 up at the softball complex in Fort Dodge.
We are underway in the bottom of the second inning. It is the 8-9-1 batters due up for the Bobcats as a ball is lifted down the left field line. Foul territory and out of play. It is 0-1 to Kaylin Coleman. She's at third base tonight, reached on a fielder's choice and scored a run back in the first inning. She digs in for the second at-bat of the night. Holly Stolzman is on deck. She had a 2 RBI single last inning as well to keep the Bobcats rolling. Pretty impressive. 7 runs were scored with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. That's good production right there.
Yeah, the Bobcats did damage through some through their own hitting and good eyes, and others through errors and pass balls and walks from North.
Coleman takes a ball outside. It is 2-2. Rocket fire by Rocha, and it's lifted. And it will fall in foul territory down the left field line. Still 2-2 to Coleman.
I feel like George Burns out here. It is super smoky. It's quite the secondhand smoke from Mother Nature.
You're Smokey and I'm the Bandit.
I like it.
Downstairs, going to be lifted by Coleman to right field, and it's misplayed by Valdez. She did not touch it. It will be a double by Kaylin Coleman.
You know, as the hitter, you want everything. You don't want that ball to glance off a glove. You want it to look like the hardest hit double in the box score possible. And Kaylin Coleman got it. Looks like a hard hit double in the box score.
It counts the same. Coleman at second, and Stolzman's at the plate, and she'll take low 1-0. Coming up after the game, we'll name our Calvin Rocket Player of the Game. All brought to you by Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill in Marshalltown, open for dine-in or to go. Yeah, visit them pre- or post-game, Dylan, for all three of those pizzas we're waiting on.
Dinner's on the Stupp family.
Stolzman's going to lift one over the third base bag. That'll get down. Runners on the corners for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the second inning. As no outs recorded so far, so Stolzman back-to-back singles tonight out of the 9-hole for the Bobcats. Coleman over to third. It is a nice breeze, though, blowing in from the east. It's 81, Dylan. It's very nice, except for the smoke.
Yeah.
I was thinking about going home and having a fire if we end early tonight. It's secondhand smoke.
Why have a fire if you get all the smoke for free?
Sorry, was that a bad joke? I thought it was a good one.
The best jokes are bad jokes. That's the truth.
Jenna Bounty at the plate. 1-0 is low and outside, and it is quickly 2-0 to leadoff batter for the Bobcats.
She just ripped the ball down deep center. She would have had a triple if her feet had her way, but she got held up at second, and Stolzman got held up at third.
3-0. And here they love free bases. And they do. They really do. Let's listen in here as they come down the line. Oh, and it. We get a different cheer.
That's right.
Just as soon as you want to hear it, you don't.
You know who does that cheer better than anyone? We're going to go
Zach.
back to it's Zach Tovich. By better than, it's not my favorite cheer, but Zach does it incredibly well.
Yeah. Coleman over to third, Stolzman's at second, and Bounty is at first.
He does it with youthful joy and precision.
We're going to have a pinch hitter here. Not see who is announced, though. Looks like Emiliana Cruz.
Number 5.
Okay, number 5. Promptly found that one off. Abby Jansen, the 8th grader, into bat.
What I love about high school sports, you're bound to have people super invested in individuals that will help you from the crowd. So, so we got some help there.
Yeah, somebody yelled, Abby.
Like,
here's a wild pitch. That one will sneak to the backstop. Bobcats are in to score, making it 11-0. Coming in from third base, Coleman.
And what you see right there, North is down big, but you need that from Rocha to sprint to the dish, because if she would have been there in time, there would have been play at the plate. McDonald has put them in position to get outs on multiple occasions, but North's defense has just been incredibly slow to get over.
Yeah.
And that's hurt them 2 or 3 times. You said they scored 7 runs with 2 outs. There was an opportunity to get out of the inning with a play at second base in that first inning that would have saved North at least 5 of those runs if they would have just been in position at the right time.
Yeah. Abby Jansen at the plate. This is just her 3rd at-bat of the season. Ball gets to the backstop as sprinting home is Stolzman from third base, and it's 12-0 Cats here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, it's you can tell it's just North is just struggling a little bit to keep their head up, keep pushing, keep fighting.
3-1 from Rocha, and upstairs she's going to foul it off. It'll be a full count to Jansen. Looking for her first hit of the season. We'll see if she can do it right here. A better time than on KFJB-TV, Dylan.
That's right.
Speaking of that, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Get upcoming game alerts. We appreciate the support of KFJB-TV.
Yep,
hard one right
first.
back at Rocha. That's going to be a base knock as Bounty will come in to score off the RBI by Jansen. And it's her first hit of this year and an RBI as well.
Yeah, KFJB-TV, we've got a first, and we all know that KFJB also broadcasts the first live high school sporting event ever.
Yeah. See Jansen putting her hands on top of her head. Not happy that she was drilled that one right into Rocha's. Head coach for the Polar Bears is going to come out as Coach Helton. Jessica Helton makes her way out, but looks like Rocha's going to be all right.
Yeah, went out quick talk and ready to rock and roll yet again.
Very aggressive approach by Reagan Ford, the senior, but not able to time up that one, and it'll be a first pitch strike.
That was a good fastball in the inner part of the plate.
13-0 Cats here at the bottom of the second inning. Still no outs. Check back to first base. Time is called by the runner. And Abby Jansen, she's back in time.
That was closer than I was anticipating.
Yeah.
She got caught leaning. But McDonald has a really good arm behind the plate.
Pitch on the inner half for a strike to Reagan Ford, quickly 0-2.
When you look at McDonald behind the plate, she's batting over 300 on the year, good catcher, and sometimes when you're on a team that struggles, sometimes the positives can be overlooked.
Upstairs from Rocha, runner will take off and over to second base. Abby Jansen with a stolen bag.
And if that would have been caught, that would have been a pickle because Abby got caught off of first base. But again, that ball just trickled out into right field.
Here's a pop-up on the backstop, and this one is going to be caught by McDonald. And there is one away, a fly out by Reagan Ford for out number one. So that is the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the second inning. Runner at second base for the Bobcats, and this will bring up Emma Stupp, and she's actually going to be hit for. It looks like Carson Price is going to come in and hit for Emma Stupp.
I was hoping for a Stupp bomb. That's it's how far can she hit it? But Carson Price, you talked about, picked up her 5th win of the year. Carson's a very good pitcher, but beyond just being a really good pitcher, she gives the Bobcats a left-hander from the pitching mound, or the pitching circle, which definitely in this doubleheader format where you have to go left-hander, right-hander, gives the opposing team another thing to think about.
Rocha will fire in high to Carson Price. It's 1-0. Stupp, pretty good night. A double and a walk, an RBI, and a run scored.
Yeah.
And that was all in one inning.
And you had mentioned it just about 3 weeks ago. We were sitting here. Emma had no home runs.
150 or so.
Yeah, 125, 150, something like that. And that night she hit a home run in each game of the doubleheader. And you could just kind of see it coming. You could see the confidence.
For her. Yeah.
You could see the confidence. She's so disciplined at the plate, able to pick out her pitch, and she just hits everything hard.
Price will take upstairs. It's a 2-2 count. 13 runs in for the Bobcats. We're in the bottom of the second, and now a rundown is getting off the bat was Jansen, but she will be safe as she works over to third base as a throw got a little bit just offline there for the Polar Bears at third base as Morris was not able to catch that one cleanly. She kind of got pulled off the baseline, and the Bobcats are safe over there at third base.
I don't know.
And upstairs, a check back over to third base, a throwback, and the run is going to come in to score. Jansen Very aggressive for an 8th grader coming in here in this varsity game, taking big leads, all that.
I have no idea who she is. I have not met her, but I have a feeling like that's clean living. She must be a very pious person because there are times where she should have been picked off a handful of times but got quite lucky and was able to score.
So the E2 will bring her in, and Carson Price swing over top, drop third strike, down to first. They converted for the out, so 2 away now. Yes, Carson Price is retired. McKenna Coleman will come to the plate. A walk last inning and hit by a pitch.
Yeah, sitting at 14-0 already here in the second. Bobcats have not messed around here tonight. 5 innings of play, 29 runs.
Rocha bounces one to home plate. It's going to be a hit by a pitch. Wow, that one bounced a couple times.
Must have caught her on the toe or something.
And that was the same thing that happened last time to McKenna Coleman when she was at the plate.
And we're going to see Abby Jansen on the base pass again. Is she the sub-runner? It's number 5.
No, it's 9.
Number 9, okay.
Emilena Cruz will come in to run again. Yeah, she was the courtesy runner last time as well.
If we can tell you anything here in the last inning or so, we do not know the difference between the number 5 and the number 9.
I ran into one of the umpires. The umpire, I believe, at second base. Ball hit into right field. This will get down. Cruz is going to head around second on her way to third. And one of your old teachers.
Okay.
Yeah, he's out there at second base now. He coached you at East Marshall, or taught you at East Marshall, I believe.
Got to see who it is.
Maybe it's the home plate umpire.
It might be the home plate.
Chopper down third base line. This will get down. At 1 run is going to come in to score. Cruz is driven in by Ava Augustine.
Is it Mike Vint? Kind of looks a little bit like
I don't know. He taught at East Marshall.
Well, if it's Mike Vint was also a multi-time state qualifier as the East Marshall softball coach.
Oh, and here's another hit by a pitch.
I believe he's a State Hall of Fame softball coach.
So Kaylin Coleman is hit by the pitch, and the bases are loaded again. 15-0. Is that him?
That's not him. I think
it's the home plate
it's
umpire.
The home plate ump. Man
Ball
alive.
lifted into right center field. This will get down. Ava Augustine's around third. She'll score as well. 2-run score. And it is now 17-0. Bobcats in the bottom of the second inning.
I think the Bobcats would be better served if you just started the inning with 2 outs. They have been hyper productive with 2 outs. And Holly Stoltzman is not going to want this game to end. She's 3 for 3.
3 singles, 3 RBI. Here's a chopper. Bounty not able to beat it out over there at first. It's a 1-3 ground out by Bounty for out number 3. Bobcats bat around, though, in the second inning, and they extend their lead. It's now 17-0. We head to the third on KFJB-TV.
Marshalltown knows competition. We started forging trowels in 1890 and evolved into manufacturing tools for masonry, drywall, concrete, flooring, tile, paint, and more. Today, we're still going strong. Marshalltown strong. As a worldwide leader in manufacturing, we crush the competition. We believe in our community and are proud to support Bobcat athletics.
Bobcats strike for 7 more in the bottom of the second inning. We'll go to the third coming up next. This is Bobcat Baseball, softball on KFJB-TV.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. Zach Wall, your Marshalltown Edward Jones financial advisor, is here to help you. He will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions, so he can help you achieve what's most important to you. Call Zach Wall at 641-752-3017 to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
How can you help Marshalltown High School and enjoy a mouth-watering burger at the same time? By ordering the Bobcat Burger at Legends American Grill. 2 quarter-pound patties with crisp bacon strips, sauteed onions, and melted American cheddar, jack, and Swiss cheeses on top of fresh shredded lettuce on a toasted bun. It's absolutely delicious. $1 from every Bobcat Burger sold is donated by Legends to Marshalltown High School activities. So, enjoy a Bobcat Burger and help MHS. The Bobcat Burger, another exclusive from Legends American Grill in Marshalltown.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Polar Bears come to bat in the top of the third inning, trailing 17-0. They'll have to score 6 runs to keep this one going here tonight. As Osgood is out, and she has the count at 2-1. The leadoff batter. Osgood's pitched really well tonight. She's allowed leadoff batters to get aboard, but then quickly locked it in. Last inning, it was a 1-2-3 inning with her first strikeout of the evening.
One thing I'll say for Hannah, she's not messing around either.
No.
She's not trying to be perfect on the corner. She's okay to hit to or pitch to contact, and the defense has not let her down in any way, shape, or form.
She'll fire in a little bit high, and that will be ball number 4 to Marissa Robinson. So leadoff batter again gets herself aboard as Amora McDonald is on deck as Adriana Valdez comes to the plate, the 9-hole hitter. And we did get confirmation. Dylan, you were right about our home plate umpire here tonight.
Yeah. So
check back to first base. Tag not going to be in time.
So just to let you know, so Coach Vint, Hall of Fame coach from East Marshall, in my 4 years of high school, the softball team won over 130 games.
Wow, that's impressive.
In those 4 years.
Wow.
So he had it rolling.
Yeah.
That's the way to put it.
Valdez swings and foul tips one. It's quickly 0-2 to the 9-hole hitter from Hannah Osgood. And a strike on the outer half. Second strikeout of the game for Hannah Osgood. One away.
Exactly what you want is just to keep being aggressive, keep making them hit it where they ain't.
Hannah Osgood already set, ready to fire home, and the pitch is going to be a little bit low and inside, past the glove of Coleman. And that sneaks to the backstop, a first pitch ball, and over to second base goes Marissa Robinson. So it's Osgood pitching as McKenna Coleman is behind the plate. It's Coleman at third, Ford at short, Kuzero's at second, Hayes is at first. It's Augustine, Bounty, and Stolzman from left to right in the outfield. And I know that Stolzman not able to play earlier this season, but she has since been added to the lineup, and boy, she's played in both games. In game number 2, 3 for 3 at the plate with 3 RBIs. Pitch is low. That will move the runner over to third base as well, as Coleman not able to keep that one in front of her. And so a couple either pass balls or wild pitches. They have a runner on third now.
Yeah, Stolzman has a chance maybe to grab a seat at the Stup table with a free pizza as well, and don't know if she will be the Calvin Rocket player of the game, but she's definitely in the running.
Swing over top and a miss by McDonald. That'll be a 2-2 count now. Des Moines North 0-20 on the season as your Marshalltown Bobcats looking for their 9th victory. They're at 8-26 after victory in game number 1. Bobcats are going to go on the road for their first playoff action in Class 5A as Augustine gets a pop-up down the left field line from the leadoff batter and Amora McDonald. And there is 2 away as the senior gets a little high five from Gianna Bounty and the rest of her mates there in the outfield. So great job right there as that is out number 2 is 2 down. This will bring up the 2-hole hitter, Norelia Rocha, tonight's starting pitcher. She flew out to shortstop in her first at-bat as Osgood already ready to go to work. A foul tip off the bat of Rocha, strike number 1. Dowling Catholic will be the host next Thursday night as Marshalltown will travel in Class 5A Region 5 action. You can watch that game right here on KFJB-TV. Osgood fires home. Here's a chopper to third base. Well played. Over to first base, and that'll end the game. Kaylin Coleman over to Hayes at first base. It is a 5-3 ground out and a third out of the inning. A strikeout couple on the night for Hannah Osgood. She goes 3 innings. She does give up a couple of base runners, but did not give up a hit here tonight. Did not give up a run and those 2 strikeouts. She did walk 1 tonight. She did give up 1 hit. 1 hit last inning, It's the leadoff batter in Natalie Morris. But 1 hit, 3 innings pitched, and 2 strikeouts. She'll get the victory here tonight. She worked very quickly, got a lot of run support.
Yeah, worked incredibly well. Like you said, the run support. But big thing, she didn't strike out a ton of players. Bobcats' defense was really solid behind her. So a great job all around with a lot of subs in today with people at volleyball camps and things like that. So the Bobcats, this was a big full team win here tonight.
We will go to locker room report coming up next. 17-0 Bobcats win game number 2. They now improve to their 9th victory of the season. They're 9-26. The Polar Bears drop to 0-21. This is Bobcat Softball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Like to work with your hands? Enjoy the satisfaction of building something that lasts and knowing you played a part in it. If so, Marshalltown Community College's construction program might be just right for you. This hands-on program is great training for a real-world job. Call or stop in to Marshalltown Community College to learn more. Fall term classes start August 28th.
Welcome into the locker room report. A final score in game number 2. It's 17-0. Bobcats took game number 1, 15-3. 2 really big first innings here tonight, resulting in the victories, and a great night for those 4 seniors out there as well to pick up 2 solid victories.
Oh, yeah, it was absolutely a great job by them. As you saw, even the second out of the top of the third with Ava Augustine being able to seal that from McDonald. It's just those seniors have been really good. You see a ton of energy. You see just the excitement around the circle there. Is the seniors have been great models for Coach Bauer's first year and really great models for those 8th, 9th, and 10th graders behind them.
Well, big night for the starting pitcher for the Marshalltown Bobcats, Hannah Osgood. She pitched really well. 3 innings, just gave up 1 hit. Yeah, she also just walked 2 in the game and struck out 2 as well. She earned the victory here tonight. Carson Price pitched really well and got the victory in game number 1 as well for the Bobcats. As we'll name our player of the game coming up in just a little bit, which is all brought to you by Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill. We'll also talk to Jason Bowers, Victoria's head coach here tonight at Marshalltown High School. You're listening and viewing the Locker Room Report, all brought to you by, of course, as always, Wells Fargo Advisors, located at 14 East Southridge Road in Marshalltown. This is Bobcat Softball. You're watching KFJB-TV. Production of today's game provided in part by the Home Rental Center and Sales Company. Need it? Rent it. Home Rental Center and Sales Company in Marshalltown. 17-0 is our score. The final in game number 2. We'll take a quick timeout. This is Bobcat Softball and KFJB-TV.
Equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. Home equity loans are as low as 5.74% for a 5-year fixed-rate loan. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com. Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to marshalltown.org.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
Is that level okay on that?
Yeah.
All right, we are back here in the Locker Room Report, all brought to you by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown. Coach, 5 runners left on base in game number 2. What's the deal with that here?
we got a lot of work to do. That's all I got to say.
Oh, man, 17-0 in game number 2, a victory. And, of course, in game number 1, you got the victory as well, 15-3. Just a great offensive outing. It was like Dylan made the point. It's almost like you should have started every inning with 2 outs because you scored 7 runs with 2 outs in the first inning, and then you did a bunch of runs in the second inning as well with a lot of with 2 outs as well. So just a great production throughout 1 through 9 in that lineup, especially Holly Stoltzman. She goes 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs here in game number 2.
Yeah, I was really happy with some kids, that don't get a lot of playing time on a normal basis. They came through today, and like you said, even with 2 outs, it didn't phase us at all. We just put the bat on the ball. Even in batting practice today, and the last couple of times we've had batting practice, I've emphasized let's get the top half of the ball, get rid of some of these pop-ups we've been doing against some of these better teams that we've been facing, and just put the ball in play and make the defense work. And I thought we did that really well tonight.
Tonight in game number 2, you get the victory to go to 9-26 on the season. I know it's easy to just look at the wins versus losses, but Bobcats as a softball squad, haven't had a 9-win season, 9+ winning season since the 2016-17 season. So it's really great things. I think, really, I'm sure for you, it's kind of the big picture, right? Long-term goals, that kind of thing.
For sure. I started the season off like, let's go, let's do what we can do and let's compete and everything. But as the season went, it's not necessarily because we weren't getting the wins. It was because I realized how talented we were in the younger grades. And, I said it again. I say it on your show every time. I think the future's bright for the Bobcat softball program. Yeah. It's exciting.
And one of the things we talked about last time is you said really the ceiling is based on the pitching. And in game 1, you see Carson Price go to her 5th win on the year. And then in the nightcap, Hannah Osgood, the 8th grader, able to put in 3 innings. Can you tell me a little bit, being up a ton of runs in that second game, it's easy to kind of get your mind off, but Hannah was locked in for all 3 of those innings. Can you speak to both Carson and Hannah's growth?
Yeah, you see it throughout the year. Carson, she's been one of my main pitchers throughout the year, and she competes, and she's really, really hard on herself, and we've been kind of working with that with her. But I think once she gets her mind right, I think we're going to see some really great things from her. Because she lacks varsity experience, and it kind of shows. But I think like I said, she gets her mind right. I think we're going to see something special in her junior and senior year.
I like how quickly Hannah Osgood works as well, too, because I feel like that gets you in a rhythm and it gets everybody else involved.
Yeah, and every time that kid pitches, I just give her props because she comes in and she just pitches strikes. And same thing with the Bobcat Classic weekend. We're short on the pitching staff, and here's a kid. I don't care what her velocity is. She just comes in and competes, and I love to see it. And she kind of I love how she just, when she gets in her stance and she just looks down the barrel, like she don't care who's up the bat. She's looking right at that mitt, looking for the sign, and she just goes to work. And I told her tonight I got to get her a game ball because I've given up this will be my third game ball I think of the year, so I don't give them up very often. And I thought she did really well. I think that was her. Might have been her. I don't know if that was her first varsity start, but definitely her first shutout. So she definitely deserves a game ball.
Yeah, definitely impressive. Did not give up a run here tonight. Speak about your seniors, though, Coach. Reagan Ford, Kristen Hayes, Ava Augustine, Holly Stoltzman. They were honored before the game. I mean, in your first year, I'm sure it's kind of setting expectations. It's kind of establishing the way that maybe you go about business, but you got to have buy-in from those leaders at the top too, right?
Yeah, and I can't say anything bad about those four. They come in here and they work every day, and like you said, that I'm implementing things that they're not used to for the last 4 or 5 years that they've been playing softball, and they took it to heart and they really tried to do the things I'm asking them to do. And I couldn't be prouder of them. Good. I really like to see Holly get in there, and she hits really well in practice, and I thought she did good tonight.
Yeah.
Ava's always got a smile on her face, and she's been struggling from the plate, and both her and Kristen been struggling a little bit, and it was good to see them get some really hard hits tonight and get out of it. And Reagan, she's been a little bit more consistent than the others, been playing a little bit more on the infield and stuff, and she filled in a big role at shortstop today because we're a little short-handed today.
Yeah. But, Coach, final question for you. Comment, Marshalltown is going to travel on the road and take on Dowling Catholic in the Class 5A Region 5. You'll be able to watch that game right here on KFJB-TV coming up next Thursday. I guess what do you need to work on in the next week? You also have the 4th of July holiday, but, kind of around that, you're getting ready for postseason action as well as your final couple of regular season games.
Yeah, we'll practice tomorrow, and I think I might have lost you, but we'll practice tomorrow. Then we got Waterloo East coming in to a doubleheader, and we'll finish up the regular season. We split with them up there, so I'm looking for a little bit more consistency. We struggled in one game and played good one game, so I like to see us play good both games and maybe get 2 wins out of that. And then, like you said, the postseason's coming up. And Dowling, don't look at their record, right? Because they play the best teams in the state of Iowa, and so it's not going to be easy. We're going to have to play definitely our best ball to go in there and get a win. So.
Yeah, that is for sure. Coach, thanks so much for the time tonight, and best of luck. We'll talk to you next time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, that is head coach for the Marshalltown Bobcats, Jason Bowers, as, of course, the Bobcats win both Game 1 and 2 here tonight. We'll finalize everything when we come back and get you ready and set to go for our next broadcast here on KFJB-TV. This is Bobcat Softball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Capon & Brown helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Capon & Brown to hear more about how they can help you feel healthier and happier in your home. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call them today at 641-753-3563 or visit them online at caponandbrowninc.com. Your local premier Lennox dealer, where quality has been a promise for 48 years.
Since 1967, Jensen Ford Lincoln has served generations of families around central Iowa. Quality vehicles, professional service, knowledge of our product, that's a part of Jensen. But what's more important to us is a trust that is passed down from every generation. Jensen Ford Lincoln wants to serve your family. We want to be there for your first car, we want to be there for your family SUV, and we want to see you drive away in the Mustang you always dreamed of. At Jensen, we want to be here for you now and every mile along the way.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Welcome back to Marshalltown High School. Bobcats win it. Game number 2, 17-0 up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. And also win game number 1, 15-3. Now time to take a look at the Central State Bank scoreboard. Central State Bank, discover what they can do for you. Locations in Ames, State Center, and in West Des Moines. Dylan.
Yeah, just here to the west of us at the baseball complex. Marshalltown Bobcats picked up their 6th win of the year against Des Moines North in Game 1, winning 6-1. In Game 2, it is the bottom of the 2nd. Bobcats have a runner on second, but they trail 4-2. And the other score that we have is Waterloo East lost in Game 1 to Fort Dodge on the softball complex, 10-0.
When we come back, we'll name our Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill player of the game. This is Bobcats softball. You're listening to News Talk 1230 KFJB AM 93.9 FM and watching on KFJB-TV.
American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse. Ribeyes and sirloins, aged, hand-cut, and served with your choice of 2 of Legends' legendary sides and a dinner roll. If you are a prime rib fan, Legends has prime rib every Friday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m. With 3 sides to choose from, it's chef-seasoned and slow-cooked to tender, juicy perfection. Try Legends prime rib, and you'll know why it's Marshalltown's favorite. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
Since 1967, Jensen Ford Lincoln has served generations of families around central Iowa. Quality vehicles, professional service, knowledge of our product, that's a part of Jensen. But what's more important to us is a trust that is passed down from every generation. Jensen Ford Lincoln wants to serve your family. We want to be there for your first car, we want to be there for your family SUV, and we want to see you drive away in the Mustang you always dreamed of. At Jensen, we want to be here for you now and every mile along the way.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
There's nothing like enjoying a bicycle ride on Lynn Creek Trail. The ride gets even better when you take a break at Wandering Creek Golf Club. No, not to golf, but to enjoy your favorite cold beverage. Wandering Creek Golf Club in Marshalltown is known for its premier golf course and its 2 full-swing simulators. But did you know it's right off the bike trail next to Grimes Farm? It's the perfect place to stop to relax under the pergola and enjoy a drink with friends. Travel the trails of Marshall County, but make Wandering Creek your destination.
Today's game is brought to you by Lennox Employees Credit Union, LennoxECU.com, Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce, Marshalltown, more than ever. Assured Partners, power through partnership. Legends American Grill, Marshalltown Steakhouse. Jensen Ford, with you every mile along the way.
17-0, a final in game number 2 tonight. Bobcats win it. Game number 1, 15-3. Now time to name our player of the game. All brought to you by Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill in Marshalltown. They're open for dine-in or to go. Visit them pre or post game. Well, senior night, quite fitting. The 9-hole hitter tonight, Holly Stolzman. She had 3 singles, 2 runs scored, and 4 RBI tonight. Pretty impressive night on senior night.
She was fantastic. Anytime you get production from the bottom half of that lineup, it's a big deal. But even Coach Bowers talked about it. It's just nice when a senior has her biggest moment, best offensive output of her career here on senior night, and she can bask in that and bask in a free pizza from Calvin Rockets.
Yeah, that is for sure. All right, congrats, Holly Stoltzman, our player of the game. Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill. Each player of the game, they award a free pizza to the Bobcat player of the game. This is Bobcat Softball on KFJB-TV.
today's world, you are what you put on social media. If you don't believe me, go check out Calvin Rocket on Facebook. Not only will you find enticing pictures of delicious specials and favorite menu items, you'll also see a whole lot of Bobcat pride. From football to fine arts and everything in between, Calvin Rocket is always sharing what makes them proud to be Bobcats. Keep up to date with Calvin Rocket specials and events at facebook.com/Calvin Rocket Marshalltown. Share the pride, and don't forget to share the cheese curds.
There's nothing like enjoying a bicycle ride on Lynn Creek Trail. The ride gets even better when you take a break at Wandering Creek Golf Club. No, not to golf, but to enjoy your favorite cold beverage. Wandering Creek Golf Club in Marshalltown is known for its premier golf course and its 2 full-swing simulators. But did you know it's right off the bike trail next to Grimes Farm? It's the perfect place to stop to relax under the pergola and enjoy a drink with friends. Travel the trails of Marshall County, but make Wandering Creek your destination.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Welcome back to Marshalltown High School. I'm Brandon Lewis, Dylan Dose alongside me. As production of today's game, all brought to you in part by Home Rental Center and Sales Company. Need it? Rent it. Home Rental Center and Sales Company in Marshalltown. Our next broadcast is coming up on Thursday nights. Marshalltown Bobcat Baseball is at home as they take on the Waterloo East Trojans. As first pitch will be at 5 o'clock in game number 1, and first pitch from game number 2 at 7 p.m. You can watch that game right here on youtube.com/@KFJB-TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, follow along, and get upcoming game alerts. We'll wrap things up from Marshalltown High School. This is Bobcat Softball on KFJB-TV.
Within a city not far from here. The city includes a beautiful apartment building with indoor parking, a chapel, a movie theater, a swimming pool, exercise and recreational facilities, putting greens, and more. The city isn't really a city, but it is a wonderful place to live. Make friends and live your best life. It's the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The Embers provides security, independence, and companionship. Beautiful grounds outside and lovely studio, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments inside. See it for yourself. The Embers in Marshalltown.
Marshalltown knows competition. We started forging trowels in 1890 and evolved into manufacturing tools for masonry, drywall, concrete, flooring, tile, paint, and more. Today, we're still going strong. Marshalltown strong. As a worldwide leader in manufacturing, we crush the competition. We believe in our community and are proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Today's game is brought to you by Sports Plus, Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, sportsplusTherapy.com. Edward Jones, Zach Wall, your financial advisor in Marshalltown. Capon and Brown, your local premier Lennox dealer. Zeno's, a family tradition in Marshalltown for over 70 years. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, with quality furniture for every room in your home.
Well, a big victory tonight for the Bobcats as they get two of them. They go to 9-26 on the season. 15-3 of final in game number 1. Game number 2, 17-0. The final score again. Congrats to Holly Stoltzman Sr., our player of the game. All brought to you by Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill. Well, our crew tonight on KFJB-TV and radio. I'm Brandon Lewis for Dylan Doe. Zach Tomish, our producer. Keith Stewart, our camera guy here on site, as well as Jeff Brooks and Jesse DeMeyer back at the KFJB radio studios. Once again, the Bobcats win it in game number 2. We'll see you on Thursday night. We'll have a doubleheader. It's Bobcat baseball as they take on Waterloo East. You've been watching Bobcat softball here on KFJB-TV and listening on News Talk 1230 KFJB AM 93.9 FM. Have a great night.